What's going up, What's going up? What's going up? What's going on? Don't you love live videos? Jackie Ritz here, and I actually just got my class in a box from doTERRA, and I wanted to live stream opening it for you guys because it's a little bit different than what it used to be with the new Empowered Success stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys exactly what it looks like and also show you the brand new book that comes in every enrollment kit. So I am in love with this little book. You can purchase it, but it's kind of pricey. It's $35. So when somebody buys an enrollment kit or just the membership, they're getting this book now. And it's called the doTERRA Essentials. And so instead of them getting anything else from doTERRA, say they were just to get the $35 membership, this is what they would get. So I love it. It has, I'm going to show you guys a little bit what's inside of it. It has sourcing, scientific testing, groundbreaking medical research, bringing essential oils to you, application, safety, singles, blends, and then all the other supplements and products are included in this. So I love that it has a little bit of everything for everybody. Maybe you have a square who wants to know all of the data and research and groundbreaking stuff. So it's got stuff for that. It's got stuff on sourcing, which I think is like the best part about doTERRA. And then here's the groundbreaking research and scientific testing. I love, love, love that it has a whole sheet on essential oil education and safety. And then it goes into the single oils. And so look how pretty this is, guys. So each page from A to Z, it has all of the oils that are included in doTERRA. So, and not only that, it also has the supplements, Breathe and Deep Blue products. I mean, this is so beautiful. So your people, when they get a wholesale membership, and maybe they want to just add a few oils, they'll get this. If they get a starter kit, they're going to get this. So I kind of think it's important that we get one. So add it to your next LRP order. And the reason why is because you just want to get familiar with this. The new thing is that anyone can do anything, like pretty much 80% of their health solutions can be resolved with a starter kit. And so if they have a book and a box, which is their starter kit, then they are going to be able to solve 80% of their health issues that they have. And so I just think that's so beautiful. So another thing is that when you are talking to people during the lifestyle overview, which is now, that's the membership overview, which is now kind of being termed lifestyle overview. And so I'm going to start using the language of doTERRA. So because when we hear doTERRA say it, we need to be able to recognize what they're talking about. So the lifestyle overview is the membership overview, and it's done about a week to 10 days after somebody enrolls. And so when you sit down and do this with them, there's a big part in there. Let me grab it. This is the lifestyle overview. There's a big part in there that talks about reducing toxic load. And I love this part because a lot of people understand the importance of a cleanse. And I think it's important that we tell them about how great a cleanse can make you feel. And hey, we've got a natural one with doTERRA. So if that's something that they're interested in, and I tell people twice a year they should be doing it. In the last page of your book that comes with your box is the daily or the 30-day cleanse. And it also has the little check sheet on there that they will be able to check off. And so I love that it includes the cleanse because then they're able to, you know, it's in their book that came with their box. It's a book in a box. Does anybody know that song? It's really naughty and I shouldn't be in my head. Okay, so here is the class in a box. Now as much as we think that you can do as customers, they can do so much with a book in a box. Builders can do so much with a book in a box as well. Okay, so our book is going to look a little bit different. It's going to be probably the Modern Essentials book, because we are talking to people who have, you're going to hear more health things going on than what you're going to find in here. Okay, this is great for customers. Customers don't need anything else other than this. But for builders, you're going to need a little bit more, because what if somebody says they have like some weird, thing that you've never heard of? You want to be able to go look that up and find the oils and the supplements that are going to work. I'm not singing this song. Okay, so class in a box right here. Okay, this is for builders. This is $25. And I'm going to show you guys all the newbie stuff that's in this class in a box because it's so great. So, I love that doTERRA has kind of almost rebranded some of their font and their graphics because they really needed to. I love doTERRA, but they really, really needed to. And these are so good. So the first thing is that you're no longer getting class videos on DVDs. Who uses a DVD anymore, right? We don't. So this just kind of tells you, go to Our Advocates, doTERRA.com. Our Advocates, go to Empowered Success, click on the Natural Solutions image, scroll down to find the videos that you need and use them. So they're all available on doTERRA.com. Okay, so that's the first thing that you're going to see. The next thing is the invitations. These are so pretty. Come experience the power of natural solutions. And then on the back it has, date, time, location, hosted, to and from. If you want to mail these, they're great little postcards. So it comes with about 20, I think, of these. Yeah, I think about 20 of these. The next thing is your little Welcome to doTERRA guide. This is really great just to, if you want to read up on it, about doTERRA's vision. I'm so, like I said, guys, in the beginning, I didn't understand the importance of having such a not a profound, but just a vision that you always slipped into everything you did. And so the last few days, since I've been challenged by my coach, I've slipped my vision into so many things, and it's amazing how many business overviews I've done this month. More than one handful full. So it's so important that not only that you recognize what your vision is, but that you slip it into the things that you are doing and saying online, offline, to people. So my team vision for myself and my team is we are creating a team that connects other people to solutions for their health and for their finances. And I've said it so many times, but I keep finding little ways to put it into posts and stuff so that it doesn't sound really annoying, but that I'm also just continuing to share that because that's what people are attracted to. And then I'll just say, at the end, like, do you want to join us? So, and how do you say no to that? Like, if somebody was to say that to you, how do you say no? So, of course, I want to join something like that. And so the right people will say yes to that. So always be sharing your vision and always be saying it to other people. So this is your little intro. This isn't new. So this is something that we've already had. And then the next thing is you're going to get one share guide, which is the hosting overview. Now, for those of you who think you don't need to use this, I want to tell you something. Please look at it, because what this is it's a mini launch. So the soft launch. So it's not like a humongous launch like this. Let me show you. Maybe it's not in here. Okay, yeah, no. But the big launch guide is for people who have already done this. They've already done this. They've already done this. And now they're ready for their soft launch. They want to do a class with or for you. So that's what this is for. So don't neglect this little thing. This thing is so awesome. I'm slipping these into all my welcome packets for new members. And I put a little sticky note on there that says, hey Jen, Most people are curious about the business, so I didn't want to leave you out. Just want to give you this just in case that's you. And I'm just putting that in there and kind of slipping those little seeds into everything that I do. My vision is so big that I need people to partner with me. I can't do it alone. So we need business partners. And so that's why I'm making sure that I'm always, giving that opportunity to every single person that I talk to and letting them know that is an opportunity that's open to them. Okay. So you got that. That's the little intro. That's nothing new. But the next is the share. So this is the mini launch for new builders. This is what you go through with them after the business overview. And so you'll get in the class in a box, you'll get one of the share, you'll get just one of the live. You'll need to order more, okay, because you're going to enroll more than one person. So add a pack of your lifestyle overview, a 10-pack, a 5-pack, or a 20-pack. And then there's the build overview as well that's included in that. So you only get one of each of those. So if you think you're going to need more, make sure that you add more to your LRP order when you order your class in a box. Okay. So still getting the wild orange. Woohoo! Okay. Who buys the class in a box just for the wild orange? Not anymore, because I love this. So these are little sample wild oranges. These are what are awesome to give to people who want to host a class for you. Or somebody who gives you 10 referrals. You want to treat them to something nice. So you're going to get 10 bottles of wild orange in the new class in a box. Okay? You're going to get the beautiful product guide. Okay? This is no longer included in the enrollment kit that people order. So it used to come with the enrollment kit. So if that's important to you, then what I personally am doing, if I want my new enrollment to get the product guide, I'm adding the product guide to their order and just handing them $1. So if that's important to you, make sure that you add that to their order or you mail it to them as a gift after they enroll with you. Now, the reason why the product guides are kind of you only get one is because you get 10 of the Beautiful Living magazine. Now, these are like the key. These are so great because this is what your new members are going to look at. It has practical ways to use the oils, do-it-yourself recipes, science, research, great stuff. I love it. There's an article on jasmine and neroli and the essential oils of Egypt. So you're going to get 10 of those. So the way that I use those in my classes is I give that to them to look over before the class starts. So it's great just to kind of put them out on the coffee table, maybe next to your peppermint brownies or your guacamole. And people are able just to kind of just start looking through them. And it's like a class before the class. So before even they sit down with you, they're reading over the amazing ways that you can use the oils. So I love that. And then the last thing, you got your 10 oils. I don't know where I put those. I must have taken them out of the box. So you get 10 wild orange, and they're 5 milliliters, so they're actually perfect to give out to people. So you're going to get 10 of those, and then you're also going to get a 10-pack of the Natural Solutions class. So this is the new tear pad that doTERRA has made. This is all about natural solutions. So what kit do you think is promoted in this? The Natural Solutions Kit. So let me give you an idea and let me show you what that looks like. So I do teach that, those who are brand new to the business or those who have not improved their closing rate should really be focusing on the Home Essentials Kit and the Family Essentials Kit. You have to kind of get good at closing to get to the point where you can close on the Natural Solutions Kit. So this is the new tear pad. I have my notes on there from when Laura Jacobs actually did a class and it was just genius. So I scribbled everywhere. This is the Natural Solutions Kit. This has pretty much all of the top 10 oils. So if you are still not comfortable, your closing rate is still like low, I would say 50%, then you want to make sure that, you're really incorporating the top 10 oils into your talk, and you're not really taking your focus off of that too much. It's really easy to do that with this tear pad, but the really cool thing, and this is what they really want you to know, is that this isn't a one size fits all. Like, you get to frost your own cake. Okay. So this is pretty much the cake. You get to frost it however you want. So I recently wanted to test this out, and I taught a class. I did a one-on-one. Somebody local, and I did a one-on-one on using this tear pad, and it actually went great. I liked it a lot. I actually sell the Natural Solutions kit, so I have no problem with that. But I also knew what her budget was, so I really didn't talk much about the Natural Solutions kit. So what I did is I still talked about, I love that there's the modern approach and the natural approach on the top. What are oils? Kind of like doTERRA, what sets doTERRA apart. So pretty much this kit, or this, this tear pad, you're dangling the carrot of a new life that's full of more holistic, self-directed healthcare options for them. And so what we are doing with our speech and the way that we talk is that we're opening that door for them. When we sit down with people, a lot of the times they just have no idea that you can use oils for so many different things. So we're dangling that carrot. We're saying there's this new way of living. It's over here. You've already got the membership, or you're like this close, and there's so many other things that you can use other than just, what you think, which is people come into a class thinking there's just like peppermint or lemon, or maybe they've heard of lavender. So we're dangling that carrot. So this page on the front is pretty much all about earning the right to talk about doTERRA with them. We want to, make sure that we're talking to them about how to use oils, how to apply them, and how to, use them, the 3 ways to use them. And so we're earning that right to do that. So, they recommend, if you are kind of currently presenting the Natural Solutions Kit, putting a drop of wild orange when you talk about, the natural approach, and then also putting peppermint, passing around the deep blue, and passing around the On Guard when you talk about the 3 ways to apply the oils. So you're always giving those experiences to them, and you're making sure that you are passing it out. Okay, now, when you turn the page on your tear pad, you're going to see a big picture, and you're not going to know what this is unless you attend a boot camp or you're watching my live video right now. So what this is pretty much, this isn't random. So on the top, it's our be prepared for anything shelf, okay? This is be refreshed with self-care. These are all self-care items. And this is just be healthy with daily habits. So they all correlate to what you talk about on the next page when you go over their health priorities and you go over the top 10 oils, and maybe you're throwing in Serenity or past tense because it's in the Natural Solutions Kit. So that's pretty much what you're doing, is you're asking the audience, even if it's a one-on-one, you're asking them, what's going on? Like, what do you want to feel less of? Okay. What do you want to feel less of? What do you want to feel more of? And then based on their answers, you can go into talking about what correlates down here. So I really think this is beautiful. If you present the lifelong vitality in your class, it's got a part on there where you can talk about that. I usually drop a seed in that. I don't go into lifelong vitality too much because I save that for my lifestyle overview. But I drop little seed bombs here and there about lifelong vitality, about it's the #1 product. It's foundational for our health. You're definitely going to want to hear more about it, and I'll save that for the lifestyle overview. And then when you turn the page, that's where it has the kits, okay? And so on the first page, it says choose the best kit for you. So we all know there's 3 ways to get started in doTERRA, right? 3 ways. I'm proposing 3 ways. So our customers will understand us if we say it like this. There's 3 ways to get started in doTERRA. There is the first way, which is retail. Most people don't buy this way because you're spending way more money, okay? you're spending over 25% of what you're going to spend otherwise. The second way is wholesale membership, like Sam's or Costco. So you're going to buy the $35 membership, and then you can add whatever oils you want to that, and they're going to be wholesale prices. This is good for all year, and when you renew your membership at the end of the year, you're going to get a free bottle of peppermint. So it's pretty much free. Now, the third way to get started, and this is the way that most people start, this is where you actually purchase a starter kit. Now, when you purchase a starter kit, your wholesale membership fee is actually waived. So you're going to spend below wholesale value, not have to pay that $35, and you're going to get the best, most popular, most loved oils in a bundle. So let me show you the top 3 starter kits. So the first one is the Home Essentials kit. Okay, it's got the diamond kit on there. I'm just kind of skipping over that. I like people to see that just so they can see like, whoo, that's a lot of money. And then kind of look at, oh, that's a little bit better. And so psychologically, it kind of plays with them a little bit. But I don't really go into it. I might say, this is the diamond kit. This just includes everything. And most people who are entrepreneurs and start this business want to do that one. Now, the top 3 ones, though, are the Home Essentials kit. Now, this has all of the oils that we talked about in big bottles. So you're going to get 250 drops. And you're going to get a diffuser, and your wholesale membership fee is waived. This kit is $275. Now, the next kit is the Family Essentials kit. This includes all the oils we talked about today, small bottles, beadlets for immune boosting and for freshening your breath. When you buy this kit, your wholesale membership fee is waived, so you don't even have to pay that. And as you can see, it's already $36 below wholesale, whereas this one is $86 below wholesale. So this kit is $150. Now let me show you the Natural Solutions kit. Now this kit has every single thing we talked about today and everything that I have sitting out here on my table, including the diffuser, the supplements, some of the lifestyle things that you want to incorporate, like toothpaste and soap and, hand soap and all that good stuff. This is everything we talked about today, and this kit is $550. Now, before you actually tell me anything else, I just want to show you one more thing. There's this awesome way to buy. So once you actually get started in doTERRA, there's something called the Loyalty Rewards. We like to call it LRP. Just in case I say that, I don't want to confuse you. So the LRP is just a frequent flyer program for doTERRA. So you place a monthly order of 50 PV or more, and you're going to have a chance to actually get more back on your oils and save more. You can also participate in our Oil of the Month Club, which is every single month, and you'll get a freebie. So I'm telling you all this because I wanted to show you that when you actually purchase the Natural Solutions Kit, you're going to fast track to saving an extra 15%, which is an awesome deal. So based off of all of these things, I'm going to let you look at it really quick. If you were to buy one of these kits today, which one would you purchase? And then I be quiet and I don't say anything and I let them kind of just talk it out. And so usually people will just say, oh, I would love to buy that, the Natural Solutions Kit, but that Diamond Kit looks awesome, but my husband would kill me. I think I can get the Home Essentials Kit. Yeah, that would be it. And I go, that is an awesome choice. Would you like to actually purchase that right now? And they'll say yes or no. And so depending on what they say, you flip the page and it's got the enrollment forms right there for you. All right. It also has in between the enrollment forms, which I think is a great thing to give them after they enroll, but not during the class, is the product price list. So this is what I'm doing. Okay. I love this little tear pad because it's everything. So what I'm doing is I am actually ripping out the first page to give to them. Okay. And then I am actually ripping out the product price list so that they don't see it when I slide over the kits as I'm closing. So I personally don't like giving them all of these pages because I don't want to lose their attention. And I've already seen it happen. So I'm very careful with that. And I think that not giving them that option to get so distracted is a really good thing. So the first page is awesome because it just has, you know, the kind of ways to use oils, how to apply them and all that. And then when I actually am doing the clothes, that's when I'm actually giving them this page on the Family Essentials Kit and the Home Essentials Kit, and then this page on the Natural Solutions Kit. I'm taking the product price list completely out, and the enrollment forms are just for myself. So that is how I'm using it. And then when I close, when I'm talking about the starter kits and the top 3 ways to get started, that's when I'm actually giving them those kits and then the enrollment form so they can start filling out what kit they want. So that is everything that's in the class in a box. I hope that that was helpful to you guys, and I see a few questions on here, so I'm going to go ahead and answer them for you. Okay, Julia asked, do you take all of the Natural Solution Kit items with you? So if I'm doing a class, like with more than 5 people, I always set up the Natural Solutions Kit. But most of the time, I'm meeting somebody one-on-one, if I am doing something, you know, local, and I'll just bring my top 10 oils and my diffuser, because that's a lot to lug around. So that's what I personally have chosen to do. So if it's a class of, like, you know, somebody's house or, you know, at a coffee shop, you're not going to want to bring all of that stuff. Unless, you know, they have quite a few people who are attending, then I would say, you know, if your closing rate is over 60, 70%, then go ahead and start talking about the Natural Solutions Kit for sure. I don't give them, so Sarah, I've decided, and I tested it out, so I would say for you, test it out yourself. So see what you, what feels good to you. Just know nothing's going to feel quite right at first, because you're going to have to get comfortable with it. So just kind of feel it out and see what you like. But I personally am just going to give them the first page at first, and then I'm going to give them the starter kit page. That's kind of how I'm going with it, because I've already seen it happen where they just start flipping around and I lose their attention. And so I found myself going, oh, flip back. I'm talking about this right here. We're on this page, and just kind of directing them back. So I want to make sure that, you know, I'm not losing them in the process, which is why I've decided to do that. Okay, so the page that has the health concerns, I'll show you right now. So page 1, page 2, page 3, okay? So 1 and 2 get ripped out for me. I'm giving that to them. And then I'm not actually using this page other than referencing it about the oil. So that's why I talk about the top 10. And if, you know, if they say they have headaches and stuff like that, obviously past tense is on here. It's in the Natural Solutions Kit. If they say they have sleep problems, I always talk about lavender. But if I am, you know, getting a feeling that, you know, the Natural Solutions Kit might be a good choice, I'll obviously talk about Serenity, because that's in the Natural Solutions Kit. So I always have a pen and a paper. I always bring my notebook and a paper. And when I say, so the way that I'm doing it is I'm doing the first page, I'm talking about all of this. And then I'm saying, well, before we go any further and start diving into all of the oils, the top 10 oils, I want to make sure that everything I talk about has to do with you. So this appointment is about you. So what are some of your health goals that you have for you and your family? And then you got to kind of dig it out of people sometimes. So I'll say, all right, well, what else? Like, what about your daughter? What about your son? What about your husband? And just kind of digging it out of them. And that's kind of how I do it for that. So, and then I write it down. I just take notes. If you are using the TerraPad for yourself, you can actually use it for yourself, which is a really good idea, because it's got a place to write those in. And then after you close them, you can give them the entire TerraPad, which would be great. I think that's good, because they aren't getting the product guide anymore. And so it's nice to have this little list right here where it shows the difference between buying retail and buying wholesale, because it is a big difference. Okay. What else do we got? Amy, is it easier to have a computer ready and they enroll electronically or the paper form. So Amy, I have found that every time I want to enroll somebody electronically, my internet is not working well at the coffee shop. So actually I was able to do it this last week just fine at a coffee shop, which worked great, but that doesn't always happen. So I encourage you to have the enrollment paper form with you, but people do like the fact that they can actually do it kind of privately, typing it in on your computer. So I always bring my laptop. I always have it ready. I always get 10 minutes. I always show up 10 minutes before our appointment so I can get set up. I can get my coffee, and then I can just kind of sit there and be ready for when, whoever arrives. And so I personally find it very, very useful to have both. I'm looking through questions. Okay. What would you find it easier to not even mention retail? No, Brittany, mention retail, because there's this thing psychologically where people buy something in the middle, and if they don't understand what retail is, and when I talk retail, I will also sometimes bring up Amazon, and I'll say, a lot of people like to buy some oils off Amazon, but I just want you to know with that, you're buying retail. So you're spending over, the percentage of what you would spend as a wholesale customer, and you could be getting fraudulent oils that aren't even real and have been adulterated. And sometimes I'll show them how people do adulterate the oils by using a doTERRA bottle and then actually filling it up with a cheaper brand that they get at Walmart or something. So I absolutely talk about retail. I just tell them it's really not the way most people buy. It's 25% above, actually more than that too. As wholesale customers, we get our LRPs, and I'm saving 55% of my oils. And so I'll kind of briefly mention that too. But no, I think if you don't talk about it, then I talk about it just because it gives them something to compare wholesale to. And it also kind of gives them a kind of a trigger point to understand, oh, I would never buy shoes retail if they're on sale. What, you're going to ask the lady to ring them up on retail when you have them on sale? No, I doubt it. So I always mention retail. And I just got this from Laura when she was doing the presentation on the New Natural Solutions class. And she did the same thing where she said there's 3 ways to buy. And I just thought that was so great. And it flowed so well. So which enrollment kit do you give them? I actually give people the wholesale customer one. You can say, we have 2 forms here. One of them is a form if you want to enroll others and earn an income, and one of them is just for if you want to be a wholesale member. Which one are you interested in doing? You can totally do that. But I have found that just enrolling people as a wholesale customer, and then when they're ready to upgrade, is the best thing for me. And it just flows better during my presentation and just avoids more confusion, because it's already confusing enough, right? Okay. I'm doing a class. Do you end it the same way by asking them which kit they want, or do you talk to them individually and ask them that? So if you have a small group class, Sarah, I would absolutely find time at the end to connect. That really is the best time to focus on them. So that's kind of like the after class, and that's where all the magic happens, because that's where you sit down and say, which kit are you looking at? What kind of questions do you have? Okay, you're looking at that kit. Well, do you want to buy it, or do you have any other questions about it? And I find that having that one-on-one time is really, really important after the class. And so have my other leaders who are really doing tons of local classes. So I think that after class is really important, and don't breeze by that. And so when I close a larger class, I'll say, we have 5-6 people here. There's just one of me. So what I'm going to do is just take some next 10 minutes, going to go around and answer any individual questions that you have. Is there anyone who has to leave, pretty soon? Okay, you. And then I go to them first, and I make sure I start with them. Okay. Is her class available to watch, Bertha? It will be. So it is part of the boot camp that the corporate is putting out for all of us. And so very, very soon, it will be available in the back office for us to watch. So they are actually uploading that, and it's going to be really awesome. It's about 4 or 5 hours, but it is brilliant. And if I wouldn't have watched it, I would have never really fully grasped how to use empowered success in my business. So I find it very worthwhile to watch it. Okay, anybody else have any other questions? Let me look through really quick. Okay, I think that's it. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you guys enjoy the class in a box and get it, and also the book that comes in the box now. Not in the class in a box. The book comes with the enrollment kits. And so this is great. Don't spend money. It's got stickers in the middle for them. So I always mention to them, hey, in your new book, you've got little stickers. I know you probably have no idea what those are for, because I didn't either. They're actually to put on top of your bottles so that when you have all your bottles together in a drawer, you'll be able to find your peppermint fast instead of digging through it. Yes, the new boot camp will be available from corporate, and it'll be it'll be their explanation of empowered success, which is the people who created it. So there was a board who was put together from all different kinds of blues and presidential diamonds who came together and created this beautiful thing. A lot of it came from Share Success from the Goddards, but it was revamped to be used for doTERRA world nationwide. So it's awesome. Take a look at it. You can go to our advocates, then click on, or go to doTERRA.com, click on our advocates, then click on empowered success, and you'll be able to look at all of the guides that they've already created, and they've already started putting in some videos as well. So remember at the beginning I told you we aren't doing DVDs anymore in the class in a box. Now you can just go pick the videos that you want and choose to show any of those during your class if you want to. But remember, the purpose of a class is to connect with them, to learn about their health goals, and to relate those oils to their health goals. So don't forget to do that. So that's it, everybody. I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I hope that the book is $35, Jen. $35 if you buy it. I do think it's important that you invest in it one time. I know that you probably didn't get it with your kit. If you joined in the last couple months, then you might have gotten it. So Roseanne, our advocates is, if you go to doTERRA.com, you're going to see our advocates like on the top right area, and then click on that or hover over it, and then click on empowered success. Okay, and that's where you'll be able to look at all of these beautiful guides. You can actually look and download the book. You can't print it off because it's 120 something pages, but you can buy it one time through your LRP. It's $35, and it will be really helpful for you to set out at your classes with your top 10 oils and your petal diffuser and say, this is exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get this book, which is going to remind you how to use that lavender that came in your kit. Okay? Isn't that great? I love these pictures. So that's kind of how you use the book and the new class in a box. And I hope that you guys get these tools, you incorporate them into your business, and you fall in love with them, and frost your own cake. Okay? Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.